you need to be more critical. Your analysis was descriptive rather than critical. Your critical analytical skills need some work. Does this sound familiar? The "you need to be more critical" feedback is something that most students will come across at some point in their studies. But it's kind of annoying at the same time, because nobody ever really takes the time to tell you how to be more critical. What exactly do you need to do? Well, stay tuned, because I'm going to tell you. Critical analysis is not some great big mystery. There's no secret sauce. It's not some innate ability that you've either got or you haven't. It's something you can learn, and with a bit of practice you will master it. The people grading your work will be complimenting you on your critical analytical skills, and I want you to send me screenshots of that feedback when they do. By the end of this video, you'll be like, yeah, I can totally do critical analysis. It is pretty straightforward, so let me show you how. If you want to be more critical, you've got to die. Not literally, it's a grim acronym, and it stands for describe, interpret, and evaluate. First up, describe. Now, before we get on to this, I know what you're thinking. You're like, I keep getting told not to be descriptive, and there is this woman here and she is telling me to be descriptive. Like what? She is not making any sense. Bear with. You need to begin by being descriptive, because this is an important precursor for being analytical. Where a lot of students fall down here is they don't do anything else after they've described. That's what that feedback means. You get told off for being descriptive, but they should be telling you off for only being descriptive and not following it up with interpretation and evaluation. And we'll get to that. But first, description. Before you can be analytical, you need to briefly describe the thing that you are analysing. You need to communicate your understanding of it on a basic level before you get all clever and sophisticated, right? And this is how. Say you're dealing with a particular idea or concept. In my field, that might be Liz Kelly's continuum of sexual violence. You would need to identify the key arguments that Kelly makes and how she makes them. What is she claiming to be true? What is she arguing for? What is she arguing against? Where does Liz Kelly's continuum of sexual violence sit in relation to the other academic literature in this area? In terms of debates, controversies, perspectives, bodies of theory, where is it positioned? Who does it hang out with? The radical feminists? The liberal feminists? What perspectives does it support? What does it challenge? How does Liz Kelly support her arguments? What kind of things does she say? Don't spend ages on this. Don't go into all of the granular details about it. You just need a brief overview at this point in time. You can get into the details later when you're interpreting and evaluating. And that brings us on to the second thing that you need to do, and that is to interpret. Think about the meanings and the implications of what you're analysing. Look at its relevance and its practical application. To whom or what can these arguments be applied? To whom or what can't the arguments be applied? Who has it considered? Who's it ignored? Is it super relevant for some, but you're left scratching your head about what it means for others? So, going back to Liz Kelly's continuum of sexual violence, how would queer theory, for example, respond to that? What would people coming from this perspective have to say about it? And lastly, how might your reading of it be biased? What's your own positionality? What's your theoretical take on this? Is that having an impact on how you're reading it? It might be. So get into that reflective zone and have a think about that. The third and final thing you need to do is evaluate. Form a judgment about the value of the theory or the text that you're looking at. I'm going to repeat that. So if you're multitasking, come back to me. Put that other thing down and focus for a moment. Evaluation is about forming a judgment about the value of it. Okay? So, to return to the example, how convincing is Liz Kelly's continuum of sexual violence? Is it a big fish or a little one? Is it a leading actor in this field? Or is it playing a supporting role for some other theory or idea? Does it do what it's claiming to do? Look at the title and the abstract. Does it follow through on any of that stuff? What does it contribute towards knowledge and understanding in this area? Again, in the case of Liz Kelly's continuum of sexual violence, what did it bring to the party? What did it do that the stuff before it hadn't? Does the evidence it provided stand up to scrutiny? Are the sources it drew upon valid and reliable? Has it considered all of the potential angles? And should it have done? Because no one theory or piece of literature can do everything after all. What are its strengths and weaknesses? Where would you rank it overall in terms of how useful it is and how relevant it is for your topic? And there you go, critical analysis in 3 straightforward steps. There is no mystery with critical analysis. There is no secret code. There's just a rather grim but memorable acronym, DIE. Describe, interpret, evaluate. You're not going to forget that one. You are going to remember it, apply it, and watch your grades go up, up, up. If you want to start applying these critical analytical skills right now, today, go and download this free PDF worksheet. It's called Critical Analysis to Die For. Did you see what I did there? It's a bit cringe, isn't it? It's available in the free student resource zone on the Degree Doctor website, and I will link to it in the description. And it is completely free. You don't even have to sign up for it. You don't have to give me your email address or anything. Just go and download it. It is my gift to you and your degree. It contains all of the questions I've outlined in this video under those 3 headings of describe, interpret, and evaluate. So go and grab that book chapter or journal article or theory that you need to critically analyse, and go through this worksheet step by step, writing or typing your answers to the questions in the boxes. This is going to help you become really familiar with the critical analysis process. After a while, you won't even need to use this worksheet because you will have learned it by heart. And that, my lovely people, is going to supercharge your critical analytical skills and in turn your grades. So go get it right away. And I will be back very soon with more study tips.